Welcome back. Hard to believe, but Raise a Reader is coming around once again, September 22nd. Joining us today to talk about it, sitting next to me, we have Sue Lissel, who is the chair of this year's campaign, and Rosemary Fagerholm, Director of Sales at Kamloops this week. Great to have you guys here.
Thank you.
Yeah, how are things looking as we head towards, is this the 8th year or the 9th?
8th.
8th year. Can't believe it's been 8 years already.
I know. Yeah, really good, really good. We kind of are a finely tuned machine for the most part. Having Kamloops this week on board for the 2nd year means all those details we've smoothed out last year, so things just kind of roll forward and we work at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, this was a Kamloops Daily News up until 2 years ago. Kamloops this week taking it over in a heartbeat. Let's talk about why you guys chose to do this.
Well, we're thrilled. I mean, it's a community event, and all the dollars go right back into Kamloops, which is, I mean, it's well worth it. And we know that literacy is, like, it's a focus that we can't, you know, ignore. I mean, industrialized countries like Canada still need that kind of focus, and it's not just children. I think many of us, when we think literacy, think it's just for children and teenagers, but there's adults and seniors that need help with learning. And you know, whether it's online forms or how to use a computer, or I mean, there's so many different aspects of it that's important, and it's a life changer, and it has a great stigma around it. So for us at Kamloops this week, it's so well worth our efforts, and we're just thrilled to be able to help in making this a success.
Yes, and in this generation of technology and the way our kids learn, you know, it would be easy. I think it's easier now to fall through the cracks in some ways when it comes to learning to read, because there's so many other things going on. They're not sitting down with books the way they used to in our generation when we were in school. Things have really changed. So it's something that has to be continually, I think, attended to. Tell me a little bit, Sue, about some of the recipients of the money that's raised.
So in Kamloops, we're lucky to have 2 really hardworking literacy tables. Kelly, which is Kamloops Early Language and Literacy Initiative, and then Link, which is Literacy in Kamloops. And those tables sort of divide and conquer the ages. Kelly is all about the little ones, and Link is more school age through to the seniors and beyond. And those 2 organizations are led by a committee of professionals who spend all this money on programming. So it's really not administrative costs that Raise a Reader goes towards. It's programming that is generally free to the recipient. Of course, not free to an organization to put on. But those organizations make a difference, for example, to a family with young children. It's not just about fostering early literacy, but it's about that connection to each other. And like you're talking about, technology can sometimes get in the way of this. But that face-to-face, talking, reading, singing, togetherness without the distractions of technology are really important to building literacy, but also emotional health in a family. And then, of course, as we get older, it's really about traditional literacy and reading maps or deciphering a prescription, for example. All those things are things we don't always associate, but if you're not able to decipher them, you're lost.
That's right.
So that's the beginning for us.
We have some pictures that we're going to throw to now. These pictures may have been from last year, probably last year.
So there's a group selling papers, asking for donations. The Wolf Pack is a huge volunteer. There's Donovan and Nellie, counselors last year, hawking downtown. Look at all these amazing TRU guys. Then these guys bring in the big bucks, like thousands of dollars. Alan Shaver there with TRU and some international students. There's the early learning department at the university. This is Kamloops Active Health and some of their children asking for donations. We will come up to your car safely and ask you for money.
Right.
But as you can see, we're easily recognizable in these orange t-shirts. We will be exchanging a special edition of the paper for your donations, and those community donations are the heartbeat of this campaign. Your toonie, your loonie, your $5 bill. Augmented hopefully by a donation from the province, which we never know about, but we always hope for, means this campaign in our community is worth about $100,000.
That's huge.
That's big, big, big differences in people's lives. So thank you everyone for saving your change for us. it goes to worthy causes.
Fantastic. Rosemary, Sue, thank you so much for being here today. I have no doubt that the 2015 Raise a Reader campaign is going to be a huge success. September 22nd,
Yes.
people need to make sure they stock up on their loonies and toonies and leave them in the car so that when the volunteers come up, you are ready for your paper and to give a little donation, which will go a huge way. We are back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.